most important thing is your breath. If you have adequate breath, only then modulation of the voice is possible. So in order to enhance the capacity of the breath, we have on page 3 exercises for capacity and control. Now even control over the tone of the voice can only come about by adequate breath. We'll start with the second exercise. It says, say the following taking a slightly bigger breath on the ribs before each line. At the end, there should be enough breath left to speak the sentences twice without taking further breath. Twice may be a little difficult initially. What we'll do it once. But in order to get started, you can do it after me. I. Now the common tendency is we start a sentence without realizing or without taking in breath. But here I am suggesting you take a deep breath. I can control. I can control my breath. I can control my breath and I can control my breath and sustain. I can control my breath and sustain my. I can control my breath and sustain my phrasing. I can control my breath and sustain my phrasing. Now you have to try to repeat the entire sequence from I to I can control my breath and sustain my phrasing in one breath without taking a breath in between. I can control my breath. I can control my breath and I can control my breath and sustain. I can control my breath and sustain my. I can control my breath and sustain my phrasing.
See, you should go as far as you conveniently can, and when you practice, automatically you will find that it will be very easy to say in one with practice. See, what you probably experienced while doing this exercise is what unconsciously is happening throughout the day, particularly when you are speaking continuously using your voice. You are using your voice without being aware about the amount of breath that you are taking in, and that has an effect on straining your voice. If you want a perfectly clear voice and you want to be in good shape, all you need to do is take breath properly, regularly at regular intervals. So, once again, take a deeper breath this time. And where you find that your breath is running short, you just stop at that point. That is your benchmark. With practicing this every day for a few minutes, maybe 5-10 minutes, in 15-20 days time, it will make a difference. Try it out once again. I can control my breath. I can control my breath and I can control my breath and sustain. I can control my breath and sustain my. I can control my breath and sustain my phrasing. Let's do the third one. It says, breathe in on the ribs and whisper the following. 1 and 1 are 2.
1 and 1 are 2.
2 and 2 are 4. 4 and 4 are 8. With a deep breath.
2 and 2 are 4. 4 and 4 are 8.
8 and 8 are 16. 16 and 16 are 32.
8 and 8 are 16. 16 and 16 are 32.
32 and 32 are 64. 64 and 64 are 128.
32 and 32 are 64. 64 and 64 are 128.
Now with a deep breath, the entire sequence in one breath.
So it's written we have to whisper.
Yes.
No, whisper we are not doing.
We are not covering whispering at this moment because whispering requires even more breath. In our school days, incidentally, our teachers used to tell us, particularly the back benchers, no whispering. But if you practice whispering as a voice exercise, it again enhances your breath. The important thing is that you shouldn't strain your voice. You should strain your voice. Now, as we practice this, we'll find that the more breath we are able to take in, our voice will sound naturally loud and clear. There is always a difference between a loud voice and a powerful voice. A person who tends to speak loudly when he is not taking in adequate breath, in a situation like this when there is no microphone or even if there are some more people, such a person will have to strain himself or her and necessarily speak loudly. But if you have a powerful voice which is being supported by adequate breath, what you will be able to develop is voice projection. That is, your voice will travel distances, and even to the person who is sitting right beside you, it will not sound too loud. In the school days, we had done the alphabet. Now we are just going to remind ourselves the A to Z. But again, as a voice exercise, try to speak from A to Z, each alphabet clearly, in one breath. Where you find the breath is running short, you can stop at that point. But each and every alphabet should be clearly pronounced with a deep breath.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
A few days of practice, believe me, will make this very simple. And when that happens, your voice will sound that much better. You will feel it yourself because it's something which you are doing for enhancing your voice. Try to now count from 1 to, counting has no limit, but see how much one breath can sustain. In the same manner, 1, 2, 3, in that manner. Take a deep breath.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43.
Typically, we find that 15 to 20 is what people are able to manage in one breath. After that, then breath is involuntarily pulled in. But the important thing is enhancing the span of the breath will ensure that modulation will come about, and it will not strain your voice. If you are speaking, if you have spoken to someone for 15-20 minutes, now start observing how is your voice at the end of the 20 minutes. Is it as fresh as it was when you started the phone conversation? If it is not, then you have not put in adequate breath. You have strained your voice a little bit. Continuously following this pattern of use of the voice, it tends to abuse the voice. And this answers the question of one person who mentioned that how is the voice after a few years? If you are looking after your voice at this stage, it will actually improve as time passes. Now, this is about enhancing the breath. We'll do something to vary the pitch. On page 5, you have a technique by which you can vary the pitch of the voice. Deliberately, the words have been, placed in that manner. To commonly understand it, all of us are aware of Sare Gama Pada Nisa. So we start with that. Take a deep breath. This basic technique itself is a wonderful voice exercise. All of us have a different pitch, but what you have just felt, it's the range of your voice. when we talk about speaking in a monotone, we should be able to have this range, not necessarily use it at all times. Now on this same scale, I can make my voice climb higher and higher, each word corresponding to a particular note.
I can make my voice climb higher and higher.
The first word I was at a low note and the higher was really high. Once more, take a deep breath.
I can make my voice climb higher and higher.
Now you start from a high note to a low note.
I can make my voice go lower and lower.
Once more with a deep breath.
I can make my voice go lower.
Some people are going up. सुर खराब हो गया, ताल भी खराब हो गया। She's still high.
In fact, this is how we learn. Try to do both of them together this time. Take a deep breath first time from lower to higher, and then second time from higher to lower. You'll get a clear understanding of what pitch is all about. Start with a deep breath number 11 and then a deep breath number 12.
I can make my voice climb higher and higher.
Now deep breath number 12.
I can make my voice go lower and lower.
This is we will also be doing certain sentences which will be spoken on different notes. So that is what was mentioned. Now let us go on to the next thing, which is exercises for clarity, which is on page 12. Page 12. Exercises for clarity and correct pronunciation. You must have noticed that while you are saying Sare Gama Pada Nisa, I can make my voice climb higher and higher, automatically the mouth movements, particularly the lower jaw movements, were a little bit accentuated. This is also something which makes your voice sound more resonant as opposed to a voice which is a little flat. But this is the next segment. It covers the various speech organs individually, starting with the lips. Movement of the lips is what is covered first. With a deep breath, you have to speak the sentence. We'll do it together. Pass the pens and pencils, please, with a deep breath.
Pass the pens and pencils, please.
Once more, take a deep breath.
Pass the pens and pencils, please.
Packing pickles poses problems.
Packing pickles poses problems.
With a deep breath.
Packing pickles poses problems.
Apparently, the representative is appealing for support.
Apparently, the representative is appealing for support.
With a deep breath.
Apparently, the representative is appealing for support.
The apples appear to be dropping haphazardly.
The apples appear to be dropping haphazardly.
With a deep breath.
The apples appear to be dropping haphazardly.
The stupid spider disappeared into the upturned barrel.
The stupid spider disappeared into the upturned barrel.
Once again with a deep breath.
The stupid spider disappeared into the upturned barrel.
The perspiring pianist performed perfectly.
The perspiring pianist performed perfectly.
Once more.
The perspiring pianist performed perfectly.
Everyone will take a deep breath, so everyone will start at the same time. Betty baked a better batch of buns.
Betty baked a better batch of buns.
Once more with a deep breath.
Betty baked a better batch of buns.
Bobby burst the big blue balloon.
Bobby burst the big blue balloon.
Take a deep breath.
Bobby burst the big blue balloon.
Please pack and post the parcel.
Please pack and post the parcel.
I bought a book about a boy who became a prince.
I bought a book
Became a prince.
All together with a deep breath.
I bought a book about a boy who became a prince.
Why will you worry?
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 Same question asked in three different ways, emphasizing the three different words. Meaning changes. Wendy watched the weasel walking.
Wendy watched the weasel walking.
With a deeper breath.
Wendy watched the weasel walking.
Where are the watches we wanted?
Where are the watches we wanted?
Wild winds and wet weather.
Wild winds and wet weather.
Walter watches while we were walking.
Walter watches while we were walking.
You are a fool to do it.
You are a fool to do it.
You lose too many shoes.
You lose too many shoes.
We choose the removing men.
We chose the removing men.
The beautiful blue balloon.
The beautiful blue balloon.
Do go through and look at Sue.
Do go through and look at you.
No, Sue. There are certain, the next segment is exercises for the tongue. Certain words with the alphabet L, N, D, T, they require you to curl the tongue while you're pronouncing the words which comprise those alphabets. So we are having those kind of things in this segment. The first one is leave the lazy lion alone.
Leave the lazy lion alone.
With a deep breath.
Leave the lazy lion alone.
If you delay longer, we are likely to be late.
If you delay longer, we are likely to be late.
Once again.
If you delay longer, we are likely to be late.
The dull light from the candle burns slowly in the lamp.
The light from the candle burns slowly in the lamp.
The sentence is long. Take a little deeper breath once more.
The light from the candle burns slowly in the lamp.
Lie on your pillow and swallow the pill.
Lie on your pillow and swallow the pill.
The lorry was filled with bullion valued at 3 million lire.
The lorry was filled with bullion valued at 3 million lire.
Lire used to be the currency of Italy. Now it's all the euro. Don't touch those taps till I return.
Don't touch that.
The butler stopped to eat a toffee.
The butler stopped to eat a toffee.
I got wet while I was out.
I got wet while I was out.
Let's eat a lot of tomatoes today.
Let's eat a lot of tomatoes today.
He wrote his diary until dinner was ready.
He wrote his diary until dinner was ready.
He didn't want to admit that the leader was right.
He didn't want to admit that the leader was right.
It's terribly difficult to enunciate a lot of T's.
It's terribly difficult to enunciate a lot of T's.
The door down the corridor slammed to.
The door down the corridor slammed to.
Shall we shut the shop?
Shall we shut the shop?
The shepherd had been shot in the shoulder.
The shepherd had been shot in the shoulder.
Quick, catch and kick the ball.
Quick, catch and kick the ball.
The choir came caroling at Christmas.
The choir came caroling at Christmas.
He parked his car close to the cliff.
He parked his car close to the cliff.
He grabbed the grapes greedily from Granddad's garden.
He grabbed the grapes greedily from Granddad's garden.
Once more with a deep breath.
He grabbed the grapes greedily from Granddad's garden.
Now we have exercise for the soft palate and the back of the tongue. In Hindi there is a vowel which is produced from deep within the palate. In English, all the continuous tenses, ing words, asking, thinking, sitting, standing, you need to make that sound. I am thinking of singing a moving song.
I'm thinking of singing a moving song.
Bring your gong along.
Bring your gong along.
I think they got a drink from the tank.
I think they got a drink from the tank.
I'm pulling a long length. In the spring, the birds are singing and the donkeys braying.
In the spring, the birds are singing and the donkeys braying.
I'm pulling a long length of string. Rushing along, fleeing from the angry orangutan.
Rushing along, fleeing from the angry orangutan.
Gather the grapes and crush them.
Gather the grapes and crush them.
Going and getting Granny's gift.
Going and getting Granny's gift.
Ragged beggar was swaggering with his dagger.
Ragged beggar was swaggering with his dagger.
With a deep breath.
Ragged beggar was swaggering with his dagger.
The car's gears crashed.
The car's gears crashed.
He was greedily grabbing the gravy.
He was greedily grabbing the gravy.
More wagons making mud.
More wagons making mud.
Can you carry the carrots from the garden?
Can you carry the carrots from the garden?
Another car needs cleaning.
Another car needs cleaning.
I'm making threatening noises.
I'm making threatening noises.
He's getting the grey golf clubs.
He's getting the grey golf clubs.
Imagine mending the old things.
Imagine mending the old things.
I'm alone at home reading.
I'm alone at home reading.
Playing a game of cards.
Playing a game of cards.
Speeding along the winding road.
Speeding along the winding road.
Now from here it gets a little more difficult because we put all these three things together in the form of consonant exercises. Some of the words probably we don't even commonly use in English, but the combinations are such that it's a little more difficult. Sentences are slightly longer. The first one in the same manner. He made a number of accusations concerning his impecunious but meritorious companion. With a deep breath.
He made a number of accusations concerning his impecunious but meritorious companion.
He made a number of accusations concerning his impecunious but meritorious companion. With a deep breath.
He made a number of accusations concerning his impecunious but meritorious companion.
There is a singular irregularity in using this word attributively.
There is
attributively.
The word is irregularity. So you have to pronounce each and every syllable. There is a singular irregularity in using this word attributively. Once again with a deep breath all together.
There is
Though contentious and obsequious, his innocence was emphasized by his superficiality. all together. Take a deep breath, everyone, all together in one voice. Energetic precautionary measures of unusual severity will be operated by general practitioners.
Energetic precaution.
Commonly, this is what happens. We are in a hurry to speak, and before the question has finished, we start a reply. Take a deep breath, and you'll find it's very easy. Go once more in the same manner. Third time with a deep breath. Now, I have been mentioning the same thing again and again, take a deep breath. I find that some participants are really putting in an effort to take a deep breath like this. You don't need to put in so much effort, just in a relaxed manner. And then you start the sentence. You'll find that your voice will have the natural impact and power in it. The professor of biological medicine's self-satisfaction aroused his audience to incomparable skepticism.
The professor of biological
incomparable skepticism. Now take a deep breath.
See, the idea is, here we exaggerate. We emphasize the clarity. If we emphasize the clarity here, we are reminding ourselves that clear speech is very important. Then you can speak the way it is spoken, but you will be used to making it very clear. You understood? This is why he is repetitively saying, pronounce each and every syllable. Whereas in normal language, sometimes all syllables are not pronounced. But when you practice this, then the way you are speaking English, every word still will be very clear. And this is what we want. Yeah.
In fact, it's practicing these techniques which will invite all these finer qualities of communication. It's not any amount of talking about it, sir, giving your speech. It's what you put into practice and how you are able to imbibe it according to your speech. Arithmetical problems differ from those of differential calculus, which deals with variable quantities.
Arithmetical problems differ from those of differential calculus, which deals with variable quantities.
Once more with a deep breath.
Arithmetical problems differ from those of differential calculus, which deals with variable quantities.
Though published posthumously, the meticulous horticulturist earned unparalleled critical approval. Meticulous horticulturist. Though published posthumously, the meticulous horticulturist earned unparalleled critical approval. Finally, the traditional violation of professional conventions is undoubtedly intentional. Once more with a deep breath, all together.
The traditional violation of professional conventions is undoubtedly intentional.
Now, what we have covered in this segment till now, if you are able to spend about maybe 5-10 minutes practicing these things, enhancing your capacity of your breath and pronouncing these pronunciation exercises and varying the pitch, it will make a big impact progressively, that is. So, sir, will continue.